Today, Trump signs coronavirus relief orders after talks with Congress breaks down. I'm going to be reading some articles about what exactly he has signed and then giving my thoughts on them. So there's 4 key things. The first one is a memorandum on authorizing the Other Needs Assistance Program for major disaster declarations related to corona disease 2019. The Secretary, acting through the FEMA administrator, shall approve a lost wages assistance program that authorizes the governor to provide a $400 payment per week, which shall reflect a $300 federal contribution to eligible claimants from the week of unemployment ending August 1st to 2020. So this essentially gives $400 to people that are unemployed, which is down from the $600 assistance that it previously was. A lot of things that I'm reading is that this is actually not quite enforceable because it takes Congress to authorize increases in federal spending. This memorandum is basically an order to Congress. It's a call to action to tell them to get this done, but it doesn't really tell the details of how exactly they can get this done. The difference between an executive order and a memorandum is they are sometimes used interchangeably, but a memorandum is a little bit weaker than an executive order. The second memorandum is on deferring payroll tax obligations in light of the ongoing COVID-19 disaster. Now, this is a big one. This actually defers the payroll tax obligation up to the end of this year. It defers payroll tax collection for workers earning less than $100,000 a year beginning on September 1st. He's calling it a payroll tax holiday. What the payroll tax is it pays into Medicaid and Social Security. So there are a lot of alarmists that are saying that essentially he's trying to end Social Security, because if we don't pay this tax, then nothing is going to fund this program. So because it's deferred, that means at some point we still have to pay it. We just don't have to pay it right now. But he actually did say that if he is reelected, this payroll tax cut will be permanent. He's hanging this fruit over our heads saying, hey, if you reelect me, you won't have to pay this. But the implications of not paying this, is it that there will be no more Social Security? That would definitely be a big issue that I feel like a lot of people would not be very happy about. So this third one actually says executive order. So this gives a little bit more weight. The other 2 are just memorandums or strong recommendations to get this done. An executive order is definitely a little bit stronger. So this one is on fighting the spread of COVID-19 by providing assistance to renters and homeowners. It sounds like this executive order actually only tells the government to find ways to assist homeowners and renters, but it actually doesn't do anything directly to halt evictions by itself. It is the policy of the United States to minimize to the greatest extent possible residential evictions and foreclosures during the ongoing COVID-19 national emergency. The Secretary of Housing and Urban Development shall take action as appropriate and consistent with applicable law to promote the ability of renters and homeowners to avoid eviction or foreclosure resulting from financial hardships caused by COVID-19. So here's the part where it's not really telling you exactly what to do. It's just telling you the spirit or what we aim to do. So such action may include encouraging and providing assistance to public housing authorities, affordable housing owners, landlords, and recipients of federal grant funds in minimizing evictions and foreclosures. So encouraging. It's a nice term, but details-wise, not sure how it's going to be implemented. It just basically extends rental evictions during this pandemic. The last one is a memorandum again, and it's on continued student loan payment relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. Student loan rates were cut to 0 earlier this year, and students could suspend payments through September. Trump directed the Secretary of Education to extend the relief through the end of the year and said an extension is likely. Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi responded to Trump's executive's actions on Saturday evening, calling them unworkable, weak, and narrow policy announcements. In a statement, they called for Republicans to return to negotiations. So in summary, the 4 things he signed are helping people with loans, unemployment for $400, trying to get people not to be evicted, and a payroll tax holiday, as he calls it. That's the update. If you are currently unemployed, definitely hang in there. I would still apply to your state's unemployment if you haven't done that. I actually very recently finally got my unemployment to go through, and I actually applied in April, but there was something wrong with the online systems and I had to basically call every day, and luckily I've been back paid since April from the certain times I was unemployed. So definitely do that, because even though the $600 assistance from the federal government has ended, technically you should be able to get back paid, but the more the time goes on, the more that's uncertain. So get to it, keep trying. Please like and subscribe if that was helpful. I will continue to update you on what's going on and give you my experiences on navigating through this tricky time, especially with all these programs popping up. You don't know what applies to who and what you can qualify for. I'm trying my best to navigate it. So if I've said anything off, let me know. But again, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.